doing today is we're going to be installing coilovers in the BMW. It's a 335xi. If you have a 335xi, you probably know that the front has a terrible wheel gap compared to the rear. Alright? The rear is probably extra bad because I think this is, well, I know that the suspension is clapped out on this car. So in today's video, our goal is to eliminate this wonky wheel gap. We're going to get an extremely better ride. Currently the car rides like it's dangerous. It bounces like a bouncy house. You can order these from a whole bunch of places. We ordered them from FCP Euro because if you didn't know, they have lifetime warranty on all their products. Even brake pads and a whole bunch of ridiculous stuff. This video is not sponsored by FCP Euro. And I'd like to take a moment to say thanks to today's sponsor, which is me, all right? So if you go over to shopcamshaft.com, you can go ahead and cop yourself some hoodies. We also have BMW performance parts that we are adding weekly, all right? And if you guys don't know, the BMW is the gift that just keeps on taking, all right? I don't care what day it is, this thing is always just sucking your pockets out. And if you have one of these, I'm sure you know about it. It always needs something. Do a nice, easy unboxing. Instructions. Oh yeah. Baby one. All right, that's it. Now let's clean up the mess. Okay, the goal here is to eliminate this wheel gap. So if we look at the wheel, okay, the idea is to get rid of, so we want to get rid of this gap. We're looking at it, we're thinking we're going to drop it about 1.5 inches, maybe even 1.25 inches. What do you think, Leo? Because we're also thinking the suspension is going to settle.
It's going to settle, so you probably want to go 1.5 inches, 1.25 is best.
I think we're going to go 1.25 inches in the front because it'll settle. We'll see what it looks like. We'll see how bad it's going to rub. It's going to rub pretty bad. The back is sagged out, but we're going to do 1/2 inch in the back and see where it's at. We'll probably get have to adjust it a little bit, but we'll keep getting close. We're going to jack this thing up and we're going to pull this up.
Now I'm wondering.
Do not drop the nut in this body panel because I dropped it in there and well basically we spent the better portion of the night fishing it out from inside the body panels with a magnet and it was an absolute nightmare. You guys, we went ahead and took the car for a drive, get the suspension settled, and well, I was like basically full boost into a pull. The car has a giant exhaust leak, so. So after looking at it, turns out my wastegate is stuck open. So I guess it's better than stuck closed because we didn't boost it to the moon. VS Racing, and when they say you get what you pay for, this is a prime example. This is basically the only part I cheaped out on my turbo kit. I said it's just a wastegate, I'm sure it'll be fine, and it didn't last 6 months. It's stuck open. Now I hit it a few times and it came down, but I can't get it to go back up. It is literally seized solid. Like I should be able to move this thing slightly. Alright you guys, so this is the Tial wastegate. It comes with a diagram. I guess they are completely rebuildable, which is kind of cool. It does not come with a spring chart, but I'm sure I'll be able to find one online. That's the firing ring. This is very important. It will make your wastegate leak if it's not installed. And yeah, so
So we're going to set this thing up, set up all the ports, and basically I'm going to put my springs in here, we're going to test it, make sure it's set, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so you guys are going to watch me struggle trying to get this on. You could use a C-clamp. I do have a C-clamp. I just like to do it with my hands. Wear safety glasses because it's pretty sketchy.
Chris came with a counter offer for more money.
Alright, you guys. We have got the wastegate installed. That was not an easy thing to do, as you can see. It's tucked way down there. We are having a hell of a time with this car.
Hello.
Just as Michael is. Alright, you guys, so we are back. The BMW is back on jack stands once again. So basically I swapped the wastegate springs because we were under boosting. That was the problem. Put some heavier springs in. It's good, we're making boost now, but I've got a terrible rattle now, and I think it is it's like an exhaust rattle. I had to kind of loosen off my downpipe, and I think it's rattling against the tin heat shield down there. So I kind of just moved it around a little bit, and we'll see if that helps. And also, ever since I put these coilovers, the front end is kind of clicking when we go over bumps, and I know that the suspension's all solid, so we're going to pull this off, and we are going to see if we can. I'm assuming the preload is not set tight enough, and what I'm hearing is the springs rattling around. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust that.
Yeah, it's working.
He's working.
Coilover install is complete, and basically that is what we are working with. I actually might go a little lower before I end up getting a wheel alignment, and that's where we're at on the front as well. I like it. Then again, I kind of still want to go lower, but I do not want to ruin the ride quality. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't like the way it looks. After messing with this engine bay and losing my mind with this wastegate, we finally got it sorted. I decided to paint up my engine cover and kind of spoof things up.
That is so loud in my ear against there.